Call for in today's tutorial, we'll scrape reddit.com. Let's start by visiting it to identify what we want to gather. Looking here, we can see a lot similar structured posts, which seem to be what the main Reddit page holds. We can make a trending news monitor pipeline with this. Let's do that. Let's first create our configuration for the Reddit crawl. We will go to crawl4.com settings. It will be easier to use the AI configuration generator. So let's give it the Reddit URL and tell it what we want and can use for a trend monitor pipeline. The thing is though, we will need to first get the links for the posts contained on the main Reddit page. This will then allow us to domain crawl them and gather proper information for our trend monitor. If we did not do this, we could still gather trends from the main Reddit page, but we could not get their main post in a straightforward manner. You may ask, why not use the URL Discovery Crawl 4 offers for posts? And simply, it will not work for this. But this method should for other cases. First, extract the post link, then crawl. Now we have our configuration for gathering the Reddit post links. We're using the LLM with a schema to extract the links of each post. Here is the schema the LLM generated. Now we can save it. And then here it is in our configuration selection. Then we will use it in a single crawler on reddit.com and get post links. Select the config we made, then create. I will be back when this is complete. Here we are, and we scraped the Reddit homepage for posts and their links for our trend pipeline. Let's see the results. Okay, here's the filtered markdown. That's cool and all, but what we want is here. The extracted content is the links the LLM found for us. Now, we can download these links and then generate a config and extract. Here are the links we extracted from the Reddit homepage with their titles. Now we need them in a comma-separated list. Now if I give it to ChatGPT, I can very fast get the links in the correct format for the domain finder. We can now scrape Reddit. But oh wait, we want specific content from these posts. Let's create a new configuration. Since we're focusing on a trend pipeline, let's choose the pre-configure configuration LLM summarization. This will do a pruning filter on our content before extraction. And the filtered content is given to the LLM for extraction with this prompt. Identify and summarize the key facts, events, or arguments from this content. Present them as a markdown list, exclude redundant text, prioritize clarity and factual completeness. This is good, but let's make it more to our use case. All done. Let's create this configuration and crawl the Reddit posts for summarized trends. We will once again use those Reddit post links we first crawled, but now use the configuration we just made. We can now scrape Reddit. I'll be back once the Reddit crawler finishes. All done. Let's see the results. 27 out of 27 done. Now let's see the summarized Reddit trends we extracted. So here are all the results. Let's choose one. Here we can see the filtered markdown content and then the LLM summary chunks. The chunks are very informative and useful for our Reddit trend pipeline. We could hook these trends and this up to a writer or researcher, with this being the trend researcher. Note there are 10 more URLs we could visit for the trend info of their subject. This is very powerful, but that completes this tutorial. Crawl4.com, crawl for that info, easy peasy.